Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In our previous lecture, we discussed something about grep and find for finding the strings and also the files in the directories. In today's lecture, we're going to discuss about something different, like about studying about the system. It means the Linux system and also the hardware with the help of the Linux commands. So basically, uh, we have few commands to understand the system. One is uname minus a, which means you talk about the Linux system, involves like information related to what is a PC and what is a operating system installed and what is its kernel and the whether it is SMP, which means like symmetric multiprocessing or asymmetric multiprocessing. We have two different kinds of multiprocessing systems, and also whether it is a 64-bit or 32-bit operating system, you will come to know. So currently, I'm using Ubuntu 18.04 LTS, which is long-term stable system. So with this command, we can check it out. What are the kernel details and also the PC details, and also whether it is a 64-bit architecture or a 32-bit architecture. We have multiple commands to understand this, and now let's try to understand. There is another command which is lsp release -a. So this gives the information related to Ubuntu operating system and what is the release name, which is Bionic release. And coming to here, uname minus a. So we have multiple options also, uname minus s and uname minus r. So if you are giving -a, it is giving every information. If you are giving with some different options like S, which gives the system, and also ARM is the release version, and we have purpose also. So all these options we can check it out in the man page of the uname. You can see. So here you can see kernel name and kernel release, kernel version, what is the processor, all this information you'll come to know. You can check it out for more details. Now let's try to understand the processor and also the memory in this particular system. So currently I'm using the i5 processor and also the Intel 3380M, which is the model number for the processor, which is a 64-bit processor. Now all this information where we can find out in the Linux system. So that's the question. Now for that we have to go to the proc directory. So I'll just directly go with the help of the VA editor, which is used for uh, checking the contents of the data, contents of the file, CPU info. So this is the file name. Inside the proc directory, we have a file name which contains the CPU information. So you can check it here. This is the processor 0 and who is the manufacturer, which is a vendor ID. Intel has some family of processors. So it belongs to the sixth family, and the model name, which is i5. It is operating at 2.9 gigahertz. And most essential things I will discuss about for the developers, what to understand. So another one is core ID and CPU cores. So it has two CPU cores. Each core has two threads actually that we are going to see with some other commands in the coming upcoming commands. So flags, it is a floating point unit and virtual memory unit and some different instruction sets. So multiple support is there virtual memory and then different embedded technology. So many things that you can check it out. So if you want to know more about it, um, you can go to the process. You can go to the website like org.intel.com. So where you can check it out different processor names depending on on the computer what you have taken. So it contains all the i5 or i3 or i7 processors, whether it is 32-bit or 64-bit, whether it contains single thread or a multi-thread socket, multi-thread processor. So all those things you can check it out in the org.intel.com. I will give these details in the description. If you need more info, you can just comment out whatever needed things that I will share with you. Now coming to the processor, so we still have many things to understand here. So this is processor 0. Now this is processor 1. So these are all similar things. So SMP, symmetric multiprocessing. So that's the reason when you are giving the unit minus a command that we have already seen, it is showing the SMP because it is recognized, the Linux system is recognizing as a SMP processor. So like this, we have total 4 threads and 2 cores. So which is actually present in this particular system. Now let's check it out about the memory info. So this is actually 8 GB, means the RAM installed in this particular PC is 8 GB. Total memory free is this, total memory available is this. So people from the memory management unit, if you're having good command over the memory management unit, then you can directly get what all this means. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss more in detail with this. Now coming back, we have few more commands to understand how many cores and all. So there is something called a sudo dmi decode mst and processor. So this will give you more detail about our hardware related thing in the motherboard, whatever all the things, and what is the processor it can support. So we have seen few of the things here in the previous command, which is CPU info file. And in addition to that, we have core count 2, core enabled 2, and thread count 4. It means like we have 2 cores in one socket, which is a i5 processor. Means it follows the instruction set of AVX2 and other streaming related instructions. And in addition to that, it supports 4 cores. So this is the uh, one more command. And another one is hardware info hyphen CPU hyphen short. So this is the one more command to understand how many cores are there basically. Sorry, how many threads are there. And there is another one which is called as nproc. So with this also you can see you can get 4 threads and 2 processors. So that's it for today, and we will talk about the other sessions in the next upcoming session. Thank you very much, and see you again in the next video.